Yes, so hello guys, welcome back to another edition of Sports Update Ghana. And coming up, some Ghanaian players abroad were in action on Saturday night, and we're going to check out their performance in various games from French League and to the English League. Well, more coming up here on Sports Update Ghana. I want to stick and stay as I bring you up to speed on all that. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. Let's start off from the French League, and was Ghanaian player that is Salis helped his side Lens to defeat Auxerre by 1-0. Salis played 90 minutes of action as his side capitalized on a 59 strike to win the match by 1-0 to get all 3 points from the game. Well, for Salis, he was able to have 110 touches on the ball and had 93% passing accuracy and was able to send in some 6 long balls in the game, and he had 3 dribble attempts, and his grounded duels were 10, out of which he won 5 and created some few chances in the game to help his side, that is Lens, get that important victory over Auxerre. Well, another Ghanaian player was also in action for Lens, and that is Kevin Danso. He picked up a yellow card in the game but managed to play 90 minutes of action. Well, from him, let's travel all the way to England, where there was a host of a number of games that were played, including Brighton versus Liverpool, as Brighton stand Liverpool by 3-0 at home, and it was Danny Welbeck, the English player of Ghanaian descent, who managed to score the 3rd goal in the match for Brighton. It was a very superb goal as he picked up 9 passes from his teammates and lobbed the ball over the head of one Liverpool player before slotting it home to score the 3rd goal in the game. He only came on to play 24 minutes of action but was able to contribute to some goal difference in the game. But for Tariq Lamptey, the Black Stars defender, he only came on to play just 1 minute. He came on in the final minute of the game and couldn't make any good contribution in the game. His leg even didn't touch the ball at all. Well, also there was a match between Everton versus Southampton, and of course Ghanaian defender Mohammed Salisu was in action for Southampton, and he was able to put out some superb performance as he was the best rated defender for the two sides. I'm talking about Everton and Southampton. When you put their two defense together, Mohammed Salisu stands tall as he was rated 7.4 in the game. Well, he was able to play 90 minutes of action and made some good clearances, up to 8 clearances in the game, and had 4 tackles which he engaged in, and had 5 grounded duels, out of which he got 4 accurately. Well, in terms of passing accuracy, he had 73% passing accuracy and had 74 touches on the ball as he helped his side Southampton defeat Everton by 2-1. Everton's goal that was scored was a corner ball which was headed in, so you can't blame Mohamed Salisu very much for this particular one. Southampton played a formation of 3-back end system, and Mohamed Salisu was able to gel very well, and that has become one of the best formation of the Black Stars in recent game, playing in the back 3 system. Well, another match which saw Ghanaian player in action was the game between Nottingham Forest versus Leicester City, and unfortunately Leicester City lost the game by 2-0, and it was Ghanaian defender, that is Daniel Amartey, who was in action for Leicester City as he played 90 minutes of action in the game, but unfortunately his team could not get any point from the game as they conceded 2 goals, and for Daniel Amartey, he put on some average performance and was rated 6.8 for his performance in the game. He had 70 touches on the ball and his passing accuracy was 94%. Well, he didn't do much in the game, and I think that is why Nottingham Forest ended up defeating Leicester City by 2-0. It normally doesn't happen like that, but unfortunately Leicester City were not the better side in this game. Well, to the English Championship, one Ghanaian player was also in action, that is Benjamin Tete, who recently recovered from injury. Well, he came on to play some few minutes in the game as he came on to play just 23 minutes of action in the game. He was able to have 16 touches on the ball, and the striker didn't have a clear chance in the game. Well, he had no shot on target, but he was able to register some 2 shots off target. That means he made some attempts to score goals, but unfortunately he couldn't help Hull City in their game against Huddersfield as they drew 1-1 against Huddersfield. Well, in our final game for today, well, Reading took on QPR, and 2 Ghanaian players were in action for Reading in the game, as the likes of Abdul Babarahman were in action, as well as Andy Adam, who also returned to action for Reading. Well, for Andy Adam, this was his first game he was playing for Reading since the start of the year, as he's now recovering from injury. Well, the player was able to play 90 minutes of action and was able to contribute well in defense for Reading, as they played a 3-back system as well. And Adam, it's been a while we saw him in the Black Stars as a result of technical changes, but in terms of passing accuracy, he had 52% passing accuracy and had 50 touches on the ball to help Reading in their game against QPR. Also, another player was in action for Reading as a usual face, Abdul Babaraman. He also played 90 minutes of action in the game, and this time he was deployed on the left-hand flanks and was more involved in the midfield action as they played a 3-back system. So he was doing the overlap crosses and all that, and was able to make some few touches on the ball, up to 59 touches on the ball. He had a passing accuracy of 61%. He sent 4 crosses which were all not on target. In terms of long balls, he sent 7 long balls, which is not a cross if you know what long balls are. He had 2 of the long balls being accurate and had 9 grounded duels in the game, and was able to win just 5 of the grounded duels which he got. So that was how some Ghanaian players abroad perform in their various games that they played. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section about what you think of Abdul Salis, who has proven himself to be one of the best defensive midfielders for the Black Stars recently and is doing some good works at club level.